Good morning. Thank you for joining me. We'll be doing a beginner's yoga class this morning. We'll be doing a flow with some forward flows, chaturangas, warrior poses. So it's not the exact same as last week. For some reason, my audio didn't work. So we'll just switch it up a little bit this week. So you might want to bolster maybe a strap and some blocks, and maybe even a chair if you need some help with balancing. You can start in a cross-legged position, sitting on your bolster if you like, or straight on your mat, and we'll get grounded. So have your eyes closed or a heavy gaze. Also, if you have any serious knee injuries, hip injuries, shoulder injuries, or serious back conditions, you will either want to seriously modify your poses. You can always modify into a child's pose. You can put pillows, or you can fold your mat to come up under your knees, or have a lightly folded blanket to have under your knees at any point. And just make sure you're not feeling any pain. Tension is fine, stretching, great. Um, Difficulty in the poses is okay, but if you're not, but if you're feeling pain, then please avoid the pose and modify. So we'll begin with a heavy gaze and your eyes closed, hands on your knees. You can have your palms facing up or facing down, whatever is more comfortable for you. And sitting nice and tall, your head is towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And you are feeling the space underneath you, your foundation, your sits bones on your mat, on your bolster. Just be aware of your breathing. You don't have to control your breath. And having a tall spine. With each inhale and exhale, you can begin to feel the parts of your body that are relaxed, and relaxing each part of your body. Okay, now breathe in deeply in through the belly as if you're expanding a balloon. We'll do a couple belly breaths. Big inhale into the belly. You can even place your right hand on your belly. And exhale, belly button towards the spine, completely exhaling all the air out. Keeping the spine tall, chin is parallel to the floor, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, expanding the belly. And exhale, belly button to the spine, pushing all the air out. Inhale all the way up. And exhale all the air out. Inhale all the way out, expanding the belly. And exhale all the way out. Come on, let's go out. Good girl. Thank you. Good girl. Bit distracting to have the pup in here. All right. Inhaling into the belly and exhaling all the air out. Now we're going to inhale into the belly and then inhale into the chest and expanding the chest and the ribs as well. So inhale, belly and the chest, expanding the ribs, relaxing the shoulders, sipping in as much air as you can, and exhale from the ribs, from the chest, down into the belly. Inhale to the belly and the chest, and exhale from the chest to the belly, pressing all the air out completely. And even place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your chest just to feel the motion if you like. Inhale into the belly, the chest, and maybe a slight inhale into the collarbones. And exhale from the collarbones, the chest, and then the belly completely, pressing the air out. Do 3 more of these on your own. Trying to keep an even inhale and an even exhale. Maybe with a slight pause at the end of the inhale. Relaxing the face. And you can relax your hands if they're on your body, down to your knees. And imagine that you have roots growing into the earth, grounding you to the earth, allowing each part of your body to be steady and strong and focused. Our mantra today will be steady gaze. So we have a steady gaze to our goals, to our focused attributes of the day, and even in our practice. With every pose we have a focused, steady gaze. Focused, steady, and strong. Grounded to the earth. All right, now remove your bolster if you have one or the pillow under you. I'm going to grab my blocks so I can show you any modifications. And get onto hands and knees. So your wrists are right under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. We'll begin with some cat-cows. So you'll inhale into cow, your belly button goes towards the mat, your chest opens, your head slightly up, your tailbone goes towards the back, top corner of the room. On the exhale, you arch your back, you curl in your pelvis, and your chin tucks to the chest. Inhale into cow, belly button to the mat, pressing all the fingers into the mat. You can have your feet flat or your toes up, whichever is more comfortable for you. And exhale, curling in the spine and arching the back, chin to chest, pressing away the mat, pressing all the air out. Inhale back into cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Arching the back, curling up the spine, pressing away the mat. Now do 4 of these on your own, at your own pace. I like to do a little bit of movement in the hips. Nice big circles coming down towards the heels with your glutes and up and around. Big circles. Do 3 in both directions, getting some more movement into the spine. Or whatever movement feels good to you. Loosening up the back, loosening up the pelvis a little bit. Getting some rotation in the wrists as well. You can place your hands back, your fingers towards your knees, just one hand, and lean back just a little to give your forearm a little bit of a stretch. And relax, nice and easy, back to front. Rotate that left hand back or the other opposite hand. Fingers are pointing either out or towards the knees. Whatever flexibility you have is fine. And just press back a little bit. Stretch that hand and the forearm. And put your hands back to center. Again, shoulders right above the wrists. We'll do some balancing tables. So you can bring that left leg back behind you. Place your toes on the mat. Bring your right arm out in front of you. And you can raise up that left leg if you have it. If you can, try not to arch in the back. Strong abdominals, pressing up through the spine. Press away with that left hand and relax. And again, we'll do it on the left side. So left arm comes up, right leg comes up. Try not to arch in the back. Keep the hips as in one line as you can. Press into all finger pads of the right hand and exhale down. Okay. Inhale, right leg, right arm, left leg, and exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, and exhale down. Inhale, right arm, left leg, and exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, and exhale down. Okay. Do 4 more of these on your own. If it's hard on your knees, you can certainly have that blanket, like I said, or fold your mat and to have a little bit of more cushion on your knees. Whatever you feel is comfortable. Press away from both sides, reaching opposite parts of the room. And when you're done, come back to your tabletop position. Spread your knees nice and wide as your mat. Come sit down towards your hips and reach your arms out in front of you for first child's pose. You can place your head on the mat, or you can have your hands just under your head, kind of a sandwich position. Give yourself a little height there. 4 deep breaths. Relax the shoulders, relax the head, press the hips towards the heels. Your next inhale, come back up. And we will do our first down dog. So we're back in a tabletop position. Place your toes on the mat and press your hips towards the ceiling. You don't have to have your heels touching the mat. You can put a block behind your heels if it's hard on your feet. If you can't quite reach, you can use 2 blocks on both heels. You can also put blocks under the hands. So if you feel like it's too much to go all the way to the mat, really extend your fingers wide and cover the entire mat, having your blocks just right there in front of you. So whichever way feels good to you. Now, down dog, pressing the hips towards the ceiling. Press all parts of the fingers into the mat. We're not pressing into the wrist, all parts of the finger, especially the thumbs and the first finger. Really press into them as if you want to create kind of a cup position with your hands. You're not, but that's the intention. Try to have your toes spread wide. You can walk the dog by bending each knee alternatively, stretching the back of the legs. And you want to press your shoulder blades away from each other and the shoulders away from the ears. Firm the inner thighs. Press them towards the back of the room. Now gently walk your feet up to meet your hands. And forward fold. Have your feet hip width apart or shoulder width apart even if you like. Bend your knees deeply. Have your belly rest on your knees. Cross your arms so each hand is on opposite elbows. Relax your head and just sway back and forth if you like. It's releasing the neck, the head, allowing some space in each vertebrae. Nod the head up and down, shake it yes and no. Okay, place your hands back on the mat, extend your legs. You can put your feet a little bit closer together if you like, or keep them where they are. Place your hands on your shins, press your head towards the front of the mat, extending the spine long, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, back down to the mat. We're hinging at the hips. We're not trying to round the back too much. We want to make sure that our hips are stretching, the legs are stretching. And sweep those arms all the way up to a standing position into a flat back. Extended mountain pose. Bring your hands down to heart center. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to begin a little bit of the flow. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Down to your forward fold. Bring that right leg back. Left leg back into a high plank. And we can do a modified chaturanga here. So knees are coming to the mat. Chest will come to the mat. Kiss the ribs with your elbows. Press forward a little bit so you're flat on the mat. You can come into a sphinx pose, which is elbows under the shoulders. Hands are flat on the mat. Feet are pressing into the mat. Slight arch in the back. Press that hip into the mat as well. Legs are active. Or you can come into low cobra. So hands are directly under the shoulders. Press into the mat just a little bit. Press the pubic bone into the mat and the legs and the feet. If it's tension in the low back, press that tailbone towards the back of the mat. Exhale back down. Inhale all the way up into downward facing dog. Bring that right leg all the way forward. Use your hand to walk it forward if you need to. Bring the left leg all the way forward. Forward fold. Flat back halfway lift. Press onto the shins or the mat or your blocks. Press the spine as long as you can. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale all the way up to extended mountain. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the left leg back, then the right leg back. And you can do your modified chaturanga or a full chaturanga, which is the knees stay up, elbows kiss the ribs, come down into your chaturanga push-up, forward a little bit, all the way into low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog. And back down into downward facing dog. Flip your feet over, press your hips to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Now we'll inhale that left leg forward. Again, you can walk it forward with your hand if you need to. And then the right leg forward, forward fold from the hips. Inhale all the way up to extended mountain. Exhale. Down. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Each time we do the downward dog, if you feel like it's hard, you can certainly go into a child's pose instead. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Exhale, step back into plank. Modified chaturanga or full chaturanga. If you're going into an upward facing dog, your feet are flat on the mat. Your legs are active off the mat. And you're pressing into all parts of your hands that are directly under the shoulders. Press the tailbone to the back of the mat. Shoulders are relaxed, away from the ears, opening up the chest, feeling a stretch in the abdominals. Exhale, bring the hips towards the ceiling. Press into downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your feet all the way back up to the front. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up into extended mountain pose. And exhale, hands through heart center. All right, inhale into your extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now we're going to step that right leg back about 3 feet. We're going to have the toes pointed towards the outer edge of the mat, just a little bit, like a 45-degree angle. If you need to do more or less, you can. And you can certainly have a wider position with your feet, so you have a little bit more balance. We're going to go into warrior 1. So about a 3-foot distance, and bend in that left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And you're going to have that back knee in a 45-degree angle. You're going to press that right hip towards the front of the mat, keeping both hips facing the front. Arms up towards the ears. Breathe. 3 deep breaths. Bending deeply into that front knee. I want you to be able to see those front toes. We're in more of a 90-degree angle on that front leg. And this is where that focus comes in. So focus on a place in front of you, firming in the inner thighs, and have your drishti, have your focus point. So you're looking at a place that's not moving in front of you. Nice, focused, steady point. Exhale, arms down. Step that left leg back, rotate the right foot so it's straight. We'll do our flow. So chaturanga or modified chaturanga, which again is knees. Kiss the elbows with your ribs, chest, come forward into your sphinx, low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog. Flip your toes, move up into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring those legs up to meet the hands. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up into extended mountain. Press the hands behind the ears a little bit. We're not really arching in the low back, but we're allowing the space. And exhale, hands through heart center. All right, we're going to do that on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale, press on the shins or the mat or your blocks. Extend the spine to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg comes back now. 45-degree angle, 3 to 4 feet apart. You can widen your stance if you need to. Bend in that right leg. Sweep the arms up. Press that left hip towards the front of the mat, keeping the hips in line. Try not to arch in the low back. If you're feeling tension in the low back, press the tailbone towards the mat. Deep breaths. Find your focus point. Press into the back edge of that left foot. On your next exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Rotate that left foot straight. Right leg back to meet the left. High plank. Chaturanga. Elbows kiss the ribs. Come forward into your up dog or your modified chaturanga. Exhale into downward facing dog or your child's pose. Press the inside of the thighs towards the back of the mat, slightly internally rotating the legs, keeping the fingers wide, pressing into the mat with all 5 fingers on each hand. Inhale, step up to the front of the mat with both legs. Forward fold. Bend your knees deeply here. Bring your arms up either just straight in front of you or all the way up into chair pose. Here you're going to have your weight in the back of the heels. Even see if you can lift your toes up off the mat. You want to see your toes. So you're really sitting back deeply into the hips. Press the tailbone towards the mat so you're not arching the back. Breathe deeply. 3 big breaths. On your next inhale, open up the arms, come up to a standing position. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pressing the hands on the shins. Exhale, come back down into your plank position, bringing the legs back, pressing away the mat. Modified chaturanga or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step all the way forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring that right leg back. Rotate it so the toes are facing the right side of the mat. And we're going into warrior 2. You want your heel and the arch of your back foot to align. If you need to, you can extend your pose a little bit. So you can do heel to heel. But heel to arch is ideal, about 4 feet behind. Cartwheel the arms open. Nice and wide in the chest, the hips, pressing into the edge of the back foot. Try to see your toes by pressing the knee out towards the left side of the mat. 90 degrees if you can on that front knee. Don't put the knee in front of the toes. Rotate your arms up so your palms are facing the ceiling, opening the shoulders. Then gently just rotate the palms back down to the ceiling or down to the floor. Gaze over that left hand if you can. Breathe deeply, 3 big breaths. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Find your focus point. Pressing into the back edge of the foot. Exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way back down to the mat. Rotate that right foot back into a straight position. Bring that left foot back into plank. Inhale, exhale down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, warrior cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step all the way forward again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, strong legs, strong foundation, flat back, extended mountain. Exhale, hands all the way down. Inhale, all the way up with your hands. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to do warrior two on the left side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot back. Rotate it towards the left edge of the mat. Heel and arch lined up or heel to heel. Bend deeply into that front right knee. Cartwheel the arms open. The hips are open, the chest is open. The arms are reaching to opposite sides of the room, pressing into the back foot, the back edge of the back foot. Deep bend in the front knee. Want to be able to see the toes and reaching with both arms opposite directions, gazing over that right hand. Find your gaze, find your focus point, your drishti. Don't forget to smile. You've got this. You're doing great. 3 deep breaths. You've got this. And on your next exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way back down, rotating that back foot to a forward position. Bring that right knee back. And going to come down into your chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the feet all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale all the way up into extended mountain, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep those knees active, the quads active. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the right leg back. And we're going to go back into warrior two. We're going to add a reverse warrior. So right leg back, facing the right side of the foot, the right side of the mat. Cartwheel the arms open. Extend both arms out. Now inhale, the front arm is going to come and sweep the ceiling. Back arm is going to gently be placed on the back side of the leg. We're not pressing into the knee. Looking up if you can, or just look straight. Try to not arch that low back. Press the tailbone towards the mat. Keep that back leg active, pressing into the back edge of the foot. Reverse warrior. Exhale all the way back down. Cartwheel your hands down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Down dog, exhale. Now bring that right leg forward. Rotate that left foot, facing the left edge of the mat. Cartwheel back into warrior two. Left side. Get your position nice and strong. Inhale, your right arm is coming up. Sweep the ceiling. Left arm is placed gently on the back of your left leg. Pressing and stretching that right side body. Looking up if you can. Find your drishti. Find your focus point. Standing in that right side. Don't collapse in the left. And pressing the tailbone towards the mat. Strong legs. Strong and steady. Breathe. Now on your next exhale, cartwheel all the way back down. Rotate that left foot back. Bring the right leg back. High plank, chaturanga, or modified. If you need a break, take a break. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Breathe. 3 deep breaths.
Press the shoulder blades away from each other. Press the heels towards the mat. Activating the quads, pressing the inner thighs towards the back of the mat. Inhale, walk your feet back up to the front. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Press on the shins or the mat or your blocks. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center. Okay, now we're going to have a wide leg, forward fold. So step to face the front of the side of your mat so you can see me, and have your feet about 3 to 4 feet apart. Whatever's comfortable for you. Your toes are facing the front of the mat. Hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back. Nice and tall. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Bring your hands down to the floor. You can also have your blocks here. Having a flat back. Have your blocks in any position that you feel comfortable. And just bend forward. Nice wide-legged forward fold. Relax the head. You can have your hands, your fingers in line with your toes. Quads are active, or you can have a bend in the knees if you need to. 4 deep breaths. Relax the head and the neck. You can have the weight slightly in the front of your feet. Pressing your hips up towards the sky. Really stretching the hamstrings and the inner thighs. And straighten your arms. Come back forward with your hands a little bit. Flat back. Strong in the legs. Place your hands at your hips and come standing up. Inhale. Okay, now bring your feet together. Do a little shake, shake, shake if you need to. We'll go into tree pose. So place your weight onto your left foot. Have your right foot, you can have it with your heel just above your ankle with your toes still on the mat. Or you can have your foot onto the calf of the left leg, keeping that left leg really strong, really active, activating the knee, activating the quad. Or you can bring your right leg all the way up into the groin, pressing that left thigh into the foot just as much as you're pressing the foot into the left thigh. Having that knee pointing out to the side and the right knee, and keeping that left leg very active. You can keep your hands at your hips if you like, or in front of your chest in a prayer position, or all the way up to the sky. Having whatever position of your arms that you would like. You can do cactus pose, opening up the chest. Find your drishti, find your focal point. Inhale and exhale. 3 deep breaths. Okay, gently, you can grab that right ankle, bring your foot all the way back down to the floor. Shake a little bit, smile. Now we're going to do the other side. Place the weight onto that right leg. You can put your heel just above the ankle there. Under the shin with your left leg pointing towards the left side of the mat, or bring your foot all the way up into the right thigh near the groin. Whoop. I'm going to lose it too. I'm looking at something that's moving. Okay, hands on the hips, active in that right leg, pressing into the foot and the leg evenly. And inhale the arms all the way up if you can, or if you need your chair. If you want to try this, you can have a chair for balance. 3 deep breaths. Pressing into the ball of the foot. Finding that drishti, finding your focal, your steady point. Exhale, hands down, and bring that leg down nice and easy. All right. Now come up to the front of your mat again. We'll flow one more time. Feet are together or hip distance apart. Arms up, inhale. Extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Modified chaturanga or full chaturanga. Elbows kiss the ribs. Move forward into your cobra or upward dog. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, hands meet the feet meet the hands. Back up to the front, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Extended mountain pose. All right. See? Okay, now come down into a seated position. Face the side of the mat so you can see me. We'll do our bound angle pose or butterfly pose. So have your soles of the feet together. Here you can also use your blocks. You can also sit on your bolster, whichever is comfortable. You can put your blocks right under your knees if you like. Have a little bit of support there. And we're not yanking on the top of the toes to bring them towards our chest. We're just simply having our thumbs just under the balls of the feet. You can get the flesh out from under your sits bones, so you're sitting a little bit more forward, a little taller, and just simply open your feet as if they were a book. Relaxing in the shoulders, opening up in the chest, nice tall spine. 4 deep breaths. And you can release that. Bring your knees gently together. And cross your legs. Whatever crossing easy pose that you can. Nice and tall in the spine. Arms up. Do a bit of a forward fold. Exhale, flat back. Bring your hands to the floor. Keep your hips on the mat or on your bolster. This is a little easier if you do have a bolster or a blanket or a pillow under your hips. Walk your hands forward as far as you can comfortably with no pain. Relax into the seated forward fold. Four deep breaths. Relax the head, the shoulders. Inhale, gently walk your hands back up to a seated full position. Now, seated twist. So you can grab your left hand onto, or the right hand onto your left knee. Bring that right hand back behind you. Extend in the spine, inhale, bringing the spine as tall as you can. Chin is still parallel to the floor. Gently twist your ribs as if they're on an axis. We're not trying to get the low back to turn. We're trying to get the upper back and the middle back to twist around the axis. We're moving our ribs, and you can gently look over that left shoulder. You can have a block behind you. Your hand can be on the block or just cupped in a position or flat on the mat. Keeping a nice tall spine. Inhale, extending the spine, and exhale with a slight twist. 4 deep breaths. Inhale, the head comes forward first, and then gently untwist the rest of the body. Coming to the other side, pressing the shoulders down with the spine nice and tall. Right or left hand to right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Gently twist around that axis. Ribs are moving. That's what we're focusing on. The ribs are moving around an axis. If you had a pole going down the center of your body, just moving the ribs. Inhale with the extension. Exhale with the twist. You can have your head forward or sideways or gently looking behind your right shoulder. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist a little bit more if you can. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, look forward, and untwist the rest of the body. All right, now we'll come into a supine position, laying on our backs. So gently roll all the way back down to the mat. Do some big circles with the knees. Massage that lower back on the mat. Okay, now we'll go into happy baby pose. So you can have both hands on the ankles. The elbows are inside of the knees. You can have grab your ankles, or you can grab the inside of the feet. You can grab the toes, or you can grab the outside of the feet. So just do what you feel is good for your body. You keep the tailbone and the sacrum, the low back, pressed into the mat. So bring your knees to the outside of your body, pressing them towards the armpits, trying to keep a 90-degree angle in the legs, pressing that tailbone towards the mat. We're not trying to raise it up. So get a good stretch in the pelvis and the legs, and breathe 4 deep breaths. Relax the head, relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Happy baby pose. And you can wave back and forth a little bit with a big smile on your face. It's a happy time. Feeling good, feeling focused, strong and steady. Okay, gently relax, release one leg at a time. Bring it down into your leg, down to your mat. And we'll end with a bridge pose. So you can have your feet flat on the mat, knees bent. If you can touch the back of your heels, great. If not, just go to a position that is more comfortable for you. Press your shoulders, your arms, and the palms of your hands strongly into the mat. And on the inhale, activate the glutes, bringing them up into a bridge position, as if you're squeezing a block in between your knees. Keep your knees nice and strong and thighs together as best you can, pressing the sternum towards the back of the mat, relaxed in the neck. We're not pushing back into the mat with our head. We're simply allowing it to be released. You can even bring your shoulder blades a little bit closer together or clasp your hands up underneath you. You can continue to push your palms into the mat or clasp your hands, bringing your shoulders together, pressing the knees together, activating those glutes. Breathe deeply. 4 deep breaths. Try and don't move your head around. You're just keeping it in one place and keeping the head relaxed. Now, if you have your hands clasped, let them go. Gently release the shoulders, pressing your palms back into the mat and gently rolling one vertebrae at a time all the way back down to the mat. And straighten out the legs. Your feet can be as wide as your mat. Your palms can be as wide as you like here for our final pose, Shavasana. Have your eyes closed or a heavy gaze. You can cover yourself up with a blanket. You can cover your eyes. You can dim the lights. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Now come to your natural breath. Just allow your body to breathe on its own. There's no need to control it. Thank yourself for this time that you've taken for self-care, for steady, strong focus, to be grounded and ready for your day, the strong warrior that you are. Allowing each part of your body to feel the foundation that it's on, allowing the heaviness to sink into your mat, into your foundation. Relaxing every part of the body. I'll give you a couple minutes to just breathe normally. You can count your breaths to stay focused and not to have your mind wander. Allow those thoughts to just pass by. Relaxing the jaw, relax the head and neck. Relax the arms and the shoulders, the back and the front body. Relax the hips and the legs. Sinking into your foundation with every exhale. Gently wiggle your toes and your fingers coming back into your space. Your ankles and your wrists. Your legs and your arms. Stretch nice long to opposite ends of the room. Move your body in any way you need to. Bring your knees to your chest. Roll onto any side that you feel comfortable. Place your head on top of your arm, top of your bottom arm. Your top arm comes right in front of your chest. Keeping your eyes closed, in a fetal position. And breathe. Now you can press yourself away from the floor, coming to a seated position, still with a heavy gaze or your eyes closed. Come into a cross-legged position, easy pose again. Hands to the knees. Deep breath. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Rub your hands together, creating some friction. Place your hands over your face, over your eyes. Open your eyes looking at your palms. Bring your palms away from your face. Smile. And we are complete. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's a lovely practice. You did amazing. Namaste.